The following is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Black Horse. We are Southwest.
And now, the starting lineup for your San Antonio.
It is a steamy mid-May evening here at Toyota Field in San Antonio. The home side, San Antonio FC, wrapping up a three-match homestand. They're back in USL Championship play as they welcome in Tulsa Roughnecks FC. We have it for you here on Fox Sports Southwest. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome upstairs to the broadcast booth along with Gabe Garcia. I'm Dan Weiss. It's great to have you with us. Well, Gabe, San Antonio FC wrapping up this homestand here and coming into tonight's match with some momentum. They picked up a victory in their U.S. Open Cup debut on Tuesday night, and last Saturday night, a 0-0 draw with one of the top teams, the defending Western Conference champions, Orange County, in a game where they created chances, but more importantly, they defended very well.
That's correct, Dan. So we need to continue that streak, defending, no goals. And number two, we have to start finishing our opportunities.
For Matt Cardone, it was his third clean sheet of the season. It was his 11th clean sheet in 41 matches, all time with San Antonio FC. And San Antonio's, they've changed their formation game a little bit back and forth. They played with three in the back. They've played now with four in the back here. And it's an opportunity as they try to do what they do best, defend and defend here well at home.
Oh, that's correct. I think it's time that this team starts learning, and we need to identify what style we're going to do. Is it going to be a possession base? Are we going to be attack style, counterattack? So this is time we're into the season. It's time that we start taking advantage of this and start scoring goals and take this momentum and start winning.
From the attack standpoint for San Antonio FC, Billy Forbes will make his third consecutive start in the starting 11. And Billy, who is in his second stint with San Antonio, 11 goals all time in 39 matches with the club. And he gives them versatility, Gabe, because he can play on both sides on the wing, both on the left and on the right side, which makes it difficult for the defense.
It does. He's a really dynamic player. He can play left-footed. He has a tendency to cut in. He's very flashy. He's on a streak. I think we need to see him score some goals tonight.
Well, the USL Championship Western Conference table has been ultra congested so far through the first 10 weeks of the regular season. You see San Antonio FC sitting 16th in the table, but they're only 5 points back of tonight's opponent, Tulsa. And look at that note at the bottom. All 18 teams in the West separated by only 11 points, so nobody has really separated themselves from the crowd here early on this year.
There's plenty of opportunity. Now's the night. We need to start winning and get back into the mix of things.
San Antonio FC will take on Tulsa Roughnecks FC before they hit the road for an extended period as San Antonio looks to pick up their fourth victory. Kickoff coming up next at Toyota Field.
No! For all your cars Big O knows, there's always a Big O yes, like getting great deals on the best tire brands. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
It all started at one family night in Dumfries, Virginia. Family night is for everybody. It's a time for families to do crafts together.
The kids just love going to Chick-fil-A for dinner. Being the single mom and getting everybody ready, it was tough. We would get there a little bit late, like on the tail end of it. Helen saw that I was having trouble getting them to Chick-fil-A for the family night on time and actually got it extended another hour. Noticing things like that, I never really told her how much she affected me, but she did.
Love you.
Move.
Hi, sports fans. I'm Jeff Davis, the San Antonio lawyer that's here for you. Some of you might be watching this game injured after a terrible accident. Did you suffer broken bones or have to have surgery? I want you to know that Davis Law Firm is here for you. And if you call us and you need us, we'll come to you during this game. And then we'll fight for justice and demand the cash settlement you deserve. Call me at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. Now, before we go back to the game, don't forget, there's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
San Antonio FC Soccer on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Toyota. Go to buyatoyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. And we welcome you back to Toyota Field here on this mid-May evening. San Antonio FC and Tulsa Roughnecks FC meeting for the first of two matches this year. We take a look at the starting 11s for both sides. First for Tulsa Roughnecks, pay attention to the outside right back, Luca Lobo. He has 7 goals already this season, most among defenders in the USL and second in the league. And it'll be the 21-year-old keeper Mason Steidehar will make his 7th straight start in the net. For San Antonio FC tonight, their 11 will feature a couple of changes from their match last Saturday night. Mo Hernandez serving a 1-game suspension for card accumulation, so Lance Lang will take his spot. Normally a midfielder, Lance is going to play left back for the second time this year. And Ever Guzman, who scored his 20th goal all-time in San Antonio FC kits the other night in the U.S. Open Cup match against Laredo, he will start up top in the number 9 spot tonight. You see Darren Powell in his 4th year overall, 44, 32, and 29, and a 28, 9, and 17 mark here at Toyota Field. He's looking for his 4th victory for his club here this season, trying to move their way up the table before an extended stretch away from San Antonio beginning next Saturday night. We are underway along with Gabe Garcia, our entire crew. I'm Dan Weiss, Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fox Sports Southwest. San Antonio FC in their home black kits trimmed in red and white. Tulsa Roughnecks FC in their away white kits trimmed in orange and navy blue. And San Antonio FC concedes a very early corner here on the first possession of the match. And this is where Tulsa has succeeded, and for San Antonio, this is where they've struggled defending the set pieces. As Manny Gonzalez, the midfielder, right-footed outswinger, will take it here. Plays to the near post, and San Antonio FC will defend out. San Antonio FC and Tulsa have met more times over the last 4 seasons than any 2 clubs in the USL. As Tulsa's back in on the attack outside the area, and this one's drilled in from Moses McKinday on the outside into Matt Cardoni. And Gabe, when you take a look at USL play, 5-1-1, San Antonio FC has had the advantage in USL play. They have not lost to Tulsa here at home all time. San Antonio 4-0-1 as Ever Guzman is onside making that run upfield. But this is an entirely new Tulsa team from last season, only 1 returnee, so you almost want to say throw the history and the record books out the window, because it's a club that, frankly, San Antonio hasn't seen before.
Yeah, we definitely have the home advantage here. I'll say that for sure.
And Slang getting forward on the attack, and this is Luca Lobo defending out. We mentioned him in the top 7 goals for the 20-year-old rookie from Brazil. And there's a look at Michael Insian, the 38-year-old head coach who was promoted as the interim last season on June 25th when David Vaudrell was relieved of his duties and was given the full-time job in the offseason. Billy Forbes service into the box is defended out. San Antonio FC will get their first opportunity for a corner here. Corner for either side in the first 2 minutes of the match. So aggressive attack both sides here so far early on.
Yeah, that's Billy whipping those balls, and we need to just keep seeing that.
Barby, left-footed outswinger here. Play this one towards the back post, and that's Cyprian Hedrick over there, the former San Antonio FC center back, will head that one out. Cyprian spent 2 years in San Antonio, 22 starts last year amongst the team leaders in clearances and blocks. This season, 125 clearances and 30 blocks with San Antonio. San Antonio will get another corner here. A.J. Ajekwa is also a member of this Tulsa Roughnecks team, wearing number 14. Ajekwa spent part of the 2017 campaign with San Antonio, 3 goals in 15 matches. Barmby again, and again towards that back post, and this will go off Josh Yarrow, and it's turned upfield and out by Tulsa. Tulsa Roughnecks, 4 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, although in their last 5 matches, just 1 victory. And only 1 win away from Tulsa this season. As we're starting to see across the USL, teams are having an awfully hard go of it, trying to win away from home. San Antonio winless in their 4 matches away from Toyota Field this year. They are 3-1-2. There are 6 matches that have been played here so far, not including their victory in the Open Cup. Steidehar will get his first touch on the ball, and that ball whipped in by Billy Forbes from the left flank. Steidehar signed to a homegrown contract by Orlando City back in 2015, but he did not play for his first 3 professional seasons, was loaned out to Louisville City last year. And when Sean Lewis, the starting keeper, got hurt in the 4th match of the season, Steidehar has taken over ever since. Lewis remains out with a quad strain. Billy Forbes running on Luca Lobo there. This one defended out by Milan Roberts. A throw for San Antonio. San Antonio looking to get organized here early on in the match. Last week against Orange County, gave San Antonio 13 opportunities. Has a good ball from Barmby, centered in front, and this is deflected in by Gomez from Ever Guzman. Well done by Brian Gomez. San Antonio FC gets the opening goal and a 1-0 lead.
What an excellent ball by Barmby here. This is what we were talking about before, Dan. He just pinged a 45-yard ball, and what a first-time unbelievable cross and a fabulous finish.
3rd of the season for Brian Gomez here in the 5th minute. And a great delivery back across, cutting it back by Cheno Guzman there.
That's textbook soccer. Well done.
So Gomez gets his third goal of the season. Puts him into a tie for the team lead along with Ever Guzman, Bradford Jameson, and Jack Barby, who have 3 goals apiece. And Geno Guzman picks up his first assist of the year. Jack Barby gets the hockey assist, the second assist on that goal. And that ball that was clipped well over the top there. And a good start for San Antonio. It's the 6th time this season they've scored first, then a turnover, and then brought down in the box, but no call there was Janu Silva, and it'll end up being a goal kick for San Antonio, who gave the avoid disaster just moments after the goal.
Yeah, that's a lapse of concentration mentally. These are the kinds of things that cannot happen. I was talking to Darren about it the other day, and we just have to have more focus and concentration, especially when you just finish scoring.
San Antonio 3-1-1 this year when they've scored the first goal of the match. And another good ball delivered from Barmby out wide. Gomez along the touchline will keep it moving. Takes it down to the corner stick as he works alongside with Christian Pirano. And Tulsa able to steer forward. San Antonio drives it back to Mason Steinhardt. It's a good sign for San Antonio, scoring on their first shot game. They come into tonight's match 27th in the USL conversion rate at just 11%. They have scored just 14 goals on what is now 116 shots on the season. And on the flip side, Tulsa 25% conversion. The Roughnecks this season 4th in the USL, 21 goals, and they have done it on 116 shots.
Well, that's the way to start. If you want to flip that conversion rate, you need to start scoring goals like that, and that's awesome. So, yes, we need to start finishing and get higher up in this percentage of finishing here.
And I think that's probably the biggest thing for San Antonio is that Jaquia trying to bring that ball down up front there with Janu Silva, and it's taken away by Jack Barby. And Geno Guzman was looking to make the run upfield, and instead, Milan Roberts brings it back down. And over the top, making the run, Rodrigo da Costa, and it's Matt Cardoni who will come away with the ball. San Antonio just a 33% shooting accuracy through the first 10 matches of the season. Tulsa's nearly 50% shooting accuracy, and that's the reason Tulsa's got 4 wins and sitting above the playoff line right now as we come into week 11, 5th in the table. It's been able to take advantage of their chances, even if that conversion rate might be a little bit inflated and might be coming back down to earth here. Whether or not we'll see that by the time we get to September or not remains to be seen.
If you're going to score, you have to hit the target.
Another great ball from Barmby over the top. Whipped in this time by Gomez as he was looking to go across the face of goal for Ever Guzman. Defended out, better played this time by the Tulsa defense. And that's 3 great balls delivered by Jack Barmby here early in the match. And now Tulsa off the turnover on the attack. Janu Silva coming up that left flank. Tulsa resetting Cristian Altamirano outside wide. And it'll be a corner awarded here for San Antonio, or for Tulsa rather. Matt Franz is our center referee tonight, working alongside Francisco Bermudez, Baltazar Pereljana. Ryan Castelli is our 4th official. Rodrigo da Costa, along with Altamirano. It's whipped in by Altamirano and headed out by San Antonio. Opening minutes of the match, SAFC getting on the board in the 5th minute. Ryan Gomez's goal is 5th of the season, or his 3rd of the season rather. Eighth start for Gomez, 25-year-old, his 14th goal all time in 127 career matches. Skilled young Argentinian player we've seen since coming to San Antonio. And a foul on Ebia Khan. How have you liked Tulsa's response since the goal conceded?
Well, we know they're good on set pieces, so we need to make sure and defend here.
4 will get forward into the box, including Cyprian Hedrick over there, who's one San Antonio FC goal came on a similar placement of the ball that was whipped in. This is da Costa over the ball on the left foot. DaCosta, good service into the box, parried out by Matt Cardoni. Coming back underneath it, Manny Gonzalez. A shot from distance, that's parried out as well by Cardoni on the attempt from all the way outside the box by Jeff Adai. Hedrick whips this one in across. Settle back down, and a couple of good chances by Tulsa. Some excellent saves by Matt Cardoni. Luca Lobo on right flank. Low service into the box, and San Antonio FC able to defend that out of the throw for Tulsa. Starting to feel a little momentum here after creating some chances early on. You see Matt Cardoni here with a save on that shot from distance from Jeff Adai. Gonzalez, plenty of space here, working along with Adai. Adai taken down from behind. San Antonio FC is already putting themselves in a dangerous, dangerous position here after going up 1-0 early in the match.
Yeah, this is a goalkeeper's nightmare, because you can either go left or right here, so this is going to be really interesting.
Mark off 10 yards here for the opportunity now. Cardoni barking out instructions to his defenders in front of him how they want to play it. You see DaCosta, you see Gonzalez both over the ball. Rodrigo DaCosta, 4 goals on the season. He's tied for 14th in the USL. Altamirano is alongside with him. It's DaCosta to the near post, off Cardoni and off the woodwork and in for Rodrigo DaCosta, his 5th of the season in the 13th minute. Silences the crowd as a dance for the South Texas fans as he equalizes at 1.
Wow, there's not much you can do about that. That is an excellent goal.
Well taken by the 25-year-old Rodrigo DaCosta. Cardoni got fingertips on it, but it goes off the woodwork and ends up in the back of the net just like that. We are even at 1, and it almost felt like that was coming, Gabe. San Antonio FC didn't seem to manage the game very well after going up early 1-0.
I spoke to Darren Powell about this a few weeks back, that we score goals, we're conceding goals right after these goals, and it's just a mental error. We cannot do this as a team. We've got to stay more focused. And so let's see if we can get some momentum here and start playing the way we were playing the first 5 minutes here.
22nd goal for Tulsa this season. Just to put that in perspective, they only had 36 goals all of last season. The Tulsa Roughnecks, who were outscored by 41 a year ago, finished 3-19-12. 21 points was the worst mark in the Western Conference a year ago. They've actually flip-flopped between being in 7th and being in dead last in their 4 seasons of existence.
I guess
this is their 5th season.
I guess that's why you see pretty much a whole new team.
And that would be exactly the case. Just one returnee on this roster for Tulsa, Michael Incian, who actually was pretty good coming on board after he took over on June 28th. Picked up 3 wins, 5 draws, 11 losses for Tulsa, but they played a lot more competitive for him in the second half of the season after he took over for David Vaudrell. And yeah, only one returnee, that's DJ Dean, who is not even in the 18 tonight for Tulsa. So, entirely new roster, and a roster that doesn't feature a lot of USL Championship experience either. Not a lot of familiar names for fans who've watched the USL. Obviously, Cyprian Hedrick and AJ Jake are familiar to San Antonio FC fans, but Milan Roberts played for the Richmond Kickers the last couple of seasons, and he's really the only other player with extensive USL Championship experience. Everybody else coming from all different parts of soccer across the soccer globe, which stretches many, many miles and many, many different places, as I know you're familiar with.
Absolutely, Richmond's one of the places I did play. So what you're talking about is really interesting, because we do have a lot of new players also. I think the difference is that we have, on paper at least, players that are very experienced, veterans in the league. So on paper, we look a better side. Having said that, it doesn't mean you're going to win.
San Antonio FC playing their third match in 8 days after playing to a 0-0 draw Saturday night, last Saturday against Orange County here at home, and then conceding is Jack Barmby. The turnover, so Jakeway able to take it away from him. And will return to Manny Gonzalez, and San Antonio then playing Tuesday night at home in the U.S. Open Cup second round. They earned a 2-0 victory over Laredo Heat SC to advance to the third round, which will be a week from this coming Tuesday in Austin. A rematch against Austin Bold. Austin winning 1-0 in the previous match between these two clubs back in April. So we'll see what San Antonio FC does in their U.S. Open Cup run, but pick up points in the USL Championship as they try to move their way up the table. Had a good start tonight, but then immediately concede the goal right back of the equalizer to DaCosta. You see Gomez upfield. He had the goal for San Antonio. Cheno Guzman with the assist. San Antonio trying to press here now as Tulsa plays it back through the middle of the park, and SAFC will take possession back. SAFC's been good on possession this season. 50%, Tulsa 51%, and another turnover though for San Antonio, which has been costly to them early. An errant ball from AJ Ajekwa. Barmby defends that back to the midfield line. Manny Gonzalez will take it, and Luca Lobo will return to Mason Steidehart. Through the first quarter hour in a 1-1 match early. DaCosta, the goal scorer. Beautiful ball into the box. Turning and brought down, but we play on was Janu Silva, immediately waved off by Matt Franz as Silva went down to ground, hoping to induce a penalty. It was not to be there though, Gabe.
Wow, when I first saw this, I'm not sure here. I'd like to see it again. That's a really close call. I'm not sure if he slipped or he got tugged down.
Janu Silva, 4 goals as well. He's now third on the team after DaCosta gets his 5th of the year, trailing Luca Lobo. We mentioned 7 goals. Begins the night tied for second in the USL Championship behind Tom Barlow, who has 8 for New York Red Bulls too, but Luca Lobo sitting in a tie with Las Vegas's Irvin Parra, Santi Moore, and Kavan Frater of New Mexico also with 7 goals apiece. But again, the difference for Luca Lobo is he's a right back. All those other players are number 9s or number 10s, guys that get forward upfield. Billy Forbes running on Lobo. Well, there you can see Lobo, he can defend too. As Lance Lang gets forward here, comes away with possession, and a hard challenge from AJ Ajekwa. And Lang is down. Now the former San Antonio FC forward AJ Ajekwa. A hard challenge there on Lance Lang. It doesn't appear that Ajekwa, who went in with his knee there on Lang, will receive caution here. Lang's okay as he's able to walk it off. And it's Jack Barmby. We'll take the set piece opportunity as we cross into the 20th minute. Barmby, good service to the back post. Headed out though. Milan Roberts knocking that one out. Return ball back in. Brought down by Billy Forbes, but unable to settle on his left foot. Good ball there outside from Brian Gomez. But Billy Forbes couldn't bring it down cleanly. So we play on. You see Mason Steidar wiping the sweat from his forehead. It is steamy tonight, Gabe. Game time temperature only 84 degrees, but dew points were in the mid-70s tonight. Not much wind. Light breeze out of the southeast, 7 miles an hour. So it is going to be a tough night condition-wise for these players here as the match goes forward.
It might be a factor in the second half. I think it will be.
And for San Antonio tonight, dressing 3 players in Josh Yarrow, Michael LaHood, and Jack Barmby, who have played every minute so far this week, going back to Saturday night. And we'll see how that impacts those players here as we go on in the second half, too.
They're young players. They can do it.
Barmby at 24, Yarrow at 24. LaHood's the elder statesman of that group at 32, but a lot of experience in Major League Soccer and 122 career matches for him. McKinday whips that one in, and it's cleared out. And Cheno Guzman to the one-on-one duel there. Cyprian Hedrick able to win away from his former teammate. Steidehar will boom this one upfield. Abia Khan settling. Khan playing to the left tonight, or to the right tonight rather, of Lance Lang. As flag is up. Cheno Guzman on the offside run. Second match for Lance Lang this season as a left back, although we've seen Lance play in the midfield position on that left side. Let me ask you, how difficult is that for a player who plays in the midfield, plays a little more forward, is now asked to drop back and play more as a defender in a position that maybe he's not comfortable with as much?
A player like Lance, who has a lot of experience and he's naturally left-footed, I think it suits him fine. He's very wily, he's very wise, and he's really good at serving the ball. You'll notice he doesn't have to necessarily beat defenders. He'll whip a ball in without beating them, and as a forward, that's what you like. That's the kind of service you like, so I think he's going to adjust well.
Lying in place tonight of Mo Hernandez, who had started the last 3 matches of that left back position. Hernandez serving a 1-game suspension for card accumulation for a 5th yellow card that he picked up last Saturday night against Orange County. He had a tough go of it, trying to play Darwin Jones all night long. You see Barmby over here now playing on the left side a little bit, trying to come out from the back, and a good ball over the top. And a good idea there for Cheno Guzman, and we're seeing that vertical play early for Jack Barmby has been very effective here in the first 23 minutes.
I'm okay with that because that's how we scored our first goal, and this is what Jack Barmby is really good at doing. Once again, he can ping a ball 50, 60 yards on a dime.
Christian Pirano off the turnover. Pirano, as he makes his 6th start of the season tonight, he was very good in the match last Saturday against Orange County. Kind of get the sense for the 19-year-old that a breakout game is just on the cusp for him. Barmby, trouble with the ball at his feet, brings down DaCosta.
That's what I call a professional
and
foul.
Barmby's going to go into the books here. The yellow handed out the 23rd minute. And the fans won't like that because of the Ajayqua foul on Lang on the sequence a little while ago.
It's a definite professional foul.
It's the 3rd yellow of the season for Jack Barmby. The first handed out tonight. Matt Franz.
The issue here with Jack, I mean, it's a professional foul. But having said that, he is the type of player, he's an English player, so he likes to get in. He's very aggressive, so he's going to have to be careful with these tackles that he's notorious for, which is a big part of his game.
Barmby, 24 years of age in his 7th season. Began in the greatest of all academies, Manchester United, before moving over to Leicester City, as this ball is drilled on frame, and Cardoni knocks that one out, and cornered awarded to Tulsa Roughnecks FC. But you go back to Jack Barmby and the experience he has playing for those English Premier League sides and their academies, and then eventually signing a contract with Leicester City. So I mean, he certainly has that outstanding experience coming over here stateside, joining Portland Timbers 2 before signing with San Antonio over the summer.
Did you say that small club, Man United?
That small club, Man
That
United.
little club over there? Unbelievable.
Altamirano to the back post. And off of Janu Silva, and it'll be run down by Billy Forbes outside now on the right flank here. Billy, as he runs on the defender getting back, Jeff Adai, San Antonio couldn't take advantage on the counterattack. Billy trying to switch the play across. Manny Gonzalez with the interception into the midfield. Cyprian Hedrick for Tulsa. alongside Milan Roberts. Two center backs, and Roberts, 6'2", 194 pounds, imposing figure back there. Sierra Leone. And we mentioned last 2 seasons with the Richmond Kickers for him, 53 matches, 53 starts for Roberts. Good pickup for Tulsa in the offseason. Altamirano with the turn. Altamirano uncontested into the box and finally dribbles off his foot. Yarrow stepped in front of the last moment, but some good creativity there from Cristian Altamirano as he literally almost walked uncontested into the area there, Gabe.
He's got tricky feet. He's a player I like to watch. That was a great defensive play, though. You read him like a book.
29-year-old Altamirano, who's been capped 6 times by his native Honduras. This season playing Platense in the Honduran First Division. Over the top ball there, and we'll settle down to Brian Gomez. Gomez, service back into the box. Roberts got down to defend out. Lance Lang will bring it down here along with Gomez. Gomez returns it through the defense. Off Parado, went down. A strike there for Barbies on frame, but saved by Steinahar. Oh, a broken play almost of sorts here for San Antonio after Parado went down, but it ended up in a good opportunity for Jack Barbie there.
You know what? In that replay, that was an excellent shot. He did hit the target, but it was a great defensive play because he was about to banana it near stick, but then he changed his mind because the defender came diving in, so he had to adjust. So I like to see Jack on the ball continue to do that because if he has another opportunity, he's going to finish it.
Jeff Adai. McKinday making the overlapping run to the left side, and this ball through Kai Green, who goes down, and then Green with a challenge back on Adai, but we play on. Adai was looking for the foul there on Green. That's Altamirano out there wide on the left flank and defended away from him. Kai Green, who has played in every minute this season for San Antonio FC, and he got a good rest having to not play, not even in the 18 the other night in the U.S. Open Cup win over Laredo, so fresh legs for him. Deep throw is Jonu Silva trying to track it down to the box. Roberts steps forward, keeps possession alive, curls over the top of Jakwa. Lance Lang shadowing him. Jakwa will return. And Roberts, as they switch the play across, Adai, McKinday. Good ball upfield. DaCosta makes the turn. Finds Silva in the box. Return ball to Costa. Great save on the pitch by Cardoni. Tremendous combination by Tulsa, only to be stymied by Matt Cardoni down to ground.
Excellent 1-2.
The creativity for Tulsa has had San Antonio FC back on their heels a little bit in this second half of the opening 45 minutes. And they're bringing pressure too. DaCosta's making life difficult for the back four for San Antonio.
Yeah, he's being fed by number 11, Christian, who's just he's an exceptional player. You can tell he's very tricky. He's really creative.
Billy Forbes can't get on the end, making the run upfield. San Antonio keeps possession alive. Parado, ball at his feet, dribbling towards the area. Take it off his feet there as it was a nice job getting back by the holding midfielder there, Jeff Adai. Interesting how early in the match Gomez and Forbes have kind of switched spots out wide. Gomez started on the right side. Billy was on the left, and Darren Powell making an adjustment pretty early in this match here, switching them.
You know what, that's great. Darren's, he's got an eye for that type of stuff where he switches players up, so I like it. It gives a different look. Defenders certainly don't like it.
Ever Guzman getting picked out of the play by Milan Roberts a moment ago on that opportunity by Parano dribbling upfield. Pretty sure that's not legal. It wasn't legal even your day.
Was that basketball? he said a pick.
An illegal pick. Half hour into the match, 1-1. Gomez in the 5th minute for San Antonio, his 3rd of the season. DaCosta the equalizer off the set piece on a well-taken strike. His 5th of the season. As Gomez plays a harmless ball into the box. I would argue that since the goal by Gomez, Tulsa's had the upper hand in terms of the opportunities and the possession of play.
I was excited the first 5 minutes we came out, put them on their back foot, scored an excellent goal, and then I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but we need to get a hold of the game. I'd like to see this player right here on the ball continue to be on the ball more, because that's the kind of stuff that happens.
He's going to get a fortunate call there as he kind of ran into no man's land, 1 against 3 defenders, but a foul called on Jeff Adai, and it'll turn into a glorious set-piece opportunity here for San Antonio.
Oh, no, that's a definite foul. Clipped him from behind.
And he didn't need to foul him because he was running right into 3 defenders right there.
That's the type of foul that just really upsets coaches and players. So you have a veteran here, Lance Lang, who is very good at whipping these balls in with his left foot. So I'm sensing a goal.
Lang and Guzman both over the ball. Sitting about 25, 26 yards away outside the area. It'll be Guzman. He probably could have done better with that one, taking it and striking high.
It's a wasted effort to hit the target.
San Antonio able to get possession back. Throw opposite field. Barmby. Here's Lang. Moving forward again tonight. Oh, what a play by Gomez around Lobo. Brian Gomez, edge of the box, drives it on frame, and a good save. Steinahar to set up the corner.
That's excellent what he just does there. So he looks up, no one's on, takes the ball in, mixes it up with a shot. Very well done.
Second corner of the match coming up for San Antonio FC. Barmby the outswinger. Very, very deep ball. And Barmby did not hit it well at all. Certainly knows it as he took a look. Wonder if he may have stumbled there perhaps before he struck it there from the flag.
I'm watching Darren Powell, and those are the kind of things that just really upset a coach. That should not happen at this level. He's got to put the ball in, a player at this level.
You see, he might have taken more of the turf there.
You're correct. Wow.
Before he hit the ball. And that
the turf monster is here.
Jack Barmby's as good as anyone when it comes to set pieces. You knew something had to be awry there on that attempt. Hedrick, Adai, and now Roberts. Once again, Billy Forbes and Brian Gomez have switched on the outside, really keeping Michael Incian and this Tulsa back 4 aware and on their heels. Manny Gonzalez, good touch there from DaCosta, and the offside flag is up on Ajekwa.
That was close. Okay.
Now they're going to say no offside. So it's not often you see the center referee overrule his assistant.
No.
Well, well, that's what it looked like. I thought he was doing at first. Now they're going to award the ball back to San Antonio. It looked like for a second he was overruling his assistant on the offside.
Let's see this replay. Wow. Oh, that's really close. Wow, it's a great run.
Pirano. Play on after Pirano. The challenge at his feet went down. Ajekwa can't get to the end of this ball upfield as Nebia Khan will take it back from Matt Cardoni. And Khan, he's got pressure coming there from Ajekwa. Will be fortunate to let it ride out. It'll be a throw for San Antonio.
I'd like to see more movement up front. As Akan is bringing the ball up here, you see him gesturing with his hands because there's no movement up front. There's got to be a bit more movement.
Yarrow. Back outside, Akan.
Have to give him an option.
Roberts will drill it back out, but yeah, Akan didn't have much to work with there. And being forced to, it's interesting because Lance, you see, getting a lot more forward here, forcing Akan more to play as a fullback, almost putting San Antonio now, stretching them out wide on the back with really only 3.
That's right, but when that does happen, that means that Billy has an opportunity to make a darting run through the middle, and it pushes everyone up. So I'm okay with it as long as everyone else adjusts.
Gomez switches the play over to Billy Forbes. Off his back foot to Lance Lang. Return to Billy. Billy, edge of the box. Did he keep it alive? He did. Turns in the area, loses possession. Silva just a little off on his run there on that ball drilled forward by DaCosta. San Antonio reset. Kai Green outside of that right flank has not seen the ball very often here in this first half. San Antonio has, when they've operated out of the back, they've done it from the left side with Barnby. They'll go off the right side now with Ever Guzman. Can he cut it back across? Cannot, but he will earn San Antonio their 3rd corner here in the half. Geno Guzman, the first San Antonio player to get to 20 goals in all matches. 19 in USL play, got his 20th Tuesday night. The 2-0 victory over Laredo Heat SC to advance San Antonio to the 3rd round of the Open Cup. Barnby now on that far stick, the in-swinger here. San Antonio has got 6 in the box. It's a great ball from Barnby to the top of the 6 and headed just wide by Yarrow.
I like the way they set up, so they gave him a different look in regards to San Antonio there. So watch how they're mixing it up from the top. Great runs.
Yarrow was able to get under that, just turned it wide with a header. Yarrow, former 2nd overall pick in the 2016 Major League Soccer draft by Philadelphia. 23 matches in MLS play for the former Big East Defender of the Year out of Georgetown. His 26th appearance in USL play. He leads San Antonio, 44 clearances on the season. Along with Ebby Akan, Jack Barnby, there is Janu Silva wins the aerial duel, but because of what appeared to be a foul.
Wow.
As Akan ended up going down to ground there, it looked like he took a shot in the head.
Wow, let's hope he didn't, because that is one large man who just hit him. Wow, unbelievable.
Oh yeah, they do collide. Janu Silva there along with Ebby Akan.
I'm not exactly sure how number 99 is putting his hands up like nothing happened. Wow, that was head to head.
Talk about a big man, Janu Silva. He stands 6'3", 196 pounds. And number 9 striker role for him.
That's big for a footballer.
Native of Portugal. 30 goals in his 6-year career. Ebby Akan is going to come over to the San Antonio sideline here. San Antonio already playing short on the back end again with no Mo Hernandez tonight. Johnny Fenwick, Pascal Abusi available on the bench for San Antonio. Kai Green was on the receiving end of a similar aerial play last Saturday against Orange County. He was able to return, and Ebby Akan will do the same here. Appears he'll be okay to continue.
So you see Brian up front making a darting run. That's the kind of runs, penetrating runs that we need to see more of. Excellent.
Akan will bring this down. Khan was named to his first team of the week. Great ball from Gomez to Billy Forbes, edge of the box, cuts it back across. It's Pirano. Oh, what a glorious chance! And I don't think he took it exactly how he wanted to, but what an opportunity for the 19-year-old.
Wow, he really needed that finish there to get his confidence going, but he put himself in a great position here.
This ball from Billy Forbes got through 2 defenders and it had eyes for the feet of Pirano. Unable to finish here at the end of the half. Pirano, though, continues to move forward. The challenge, but we play on as Hedrick was up forward to meet him.
Excellent tackle.
DaCosta cuts it back to the inside. Slips one into the direction of Silva. Good play by Yarrow. And will turn into a goal kick, I believe, for San Antonio. Let's see how they rule it.
Very good play by Yarrow, because he almost slipped that through.
And San Antonio awarded a throw. Kai Green in the corner, able to elevate this ball. Alan Roberts didn't take it down cleanly, but Manny Gonzalez there to support his teammate. Forbes, nice little touch there for Barmby. Good play there, coming back by Luca Lobo. And the tackle from Billy Forbes, whistled for a foul on Luca Lobo.
I'm watching Michael LaHood here. I'd like to see him get a bit more involved. We really haven't mentioned his name.
Two-year-old captain for San Antonio, Michael LaHood, making his 8th start of the season. And again, he's one of 3 players with Yarrow and Barmby that have played every minute so far this week. This is San Antonio's 3rd match in 8 days. Tulsa did play on Tuesday night as well in an Open Cup match. They lost to Austin. Would have been Tulsa and San Antonio again in the 3rd round of the Open Cup had the Roughnecks won. But Tulsa did not have a league match last Saturday night, so they had the benefit of having a week off coming into tonight's match, a little more rested legs for them.
I really think that Darren in the second half is going to make some big adjustments here sooner. I really do. I think he's going to put Leo Torres in the middle. I would not be surprised if we saw that, because he did have a good showing in the Open League match on Tuesday.
Leo Torres, the 15-year-old, along with Jose Gallegos and Carson Price, all academy players that made their professional debuts on Tuesday night, coming on to the second half. And obviously Leo Torres, the San Antonio native, who has brought with a lot of accolades, signing a first-team contract in February, the youngest player in USL Championship play to do so. This one looks like it goes off the hand of Cheto Guzman, but Franz says play on. And we do just that. We'll see whether Torres will, when he makes an opportunity to do a USL match. Wow. The offside flag up across the field.
I'm not sure about that. But back to the young players, Dan. And speaking to Darren Powell, he is very excited about this young group. And he basically told me, so Gabe, we're really trying to do something different here. And it's very evident with this this roster of young players. And I'm really excited for the city. I'm excited for the team, and excited for the players, because they're really very young, dynamic players.
Torres joined the San Antonio FC Pro Academy ahead of its inaugural year in 2016. He's been called up to the U.S. Youth National Team camp on a couple of different occasions. Was recently in their friendly tournament that was overseas. Great experience for the youngster.
Excellent. Yes, I was speaking to Tim Holt before the game here, the general manager, and Tim was mentioning he's also very excited about Leo Torres, mentioning that when he went to play on the under-15 national team, U.S. team versus Italy, that a lot of coaches had their eye on him. He was one of the better players coming out of the tournament. So this is a kid that just exudes with confidence.
A yellow on Jeff Adai here in the 45th minute. So a yellow handed out to 26-year-old midfielder Jeff Adai from Ottawa, Ontario. Kind of contact with Pirano. My guess is that it was probably not for that specific foul, more of a collection of what the battle has been between Adai and Pirano throughout the first half, kind of building up there.
Pirano, a.k.a. the Piranha, sold it well.
We'll have 2 minutes of added time in this first half. A match that saw both goals scored in the opening quarter hour. Brian Gomez in the 5th minute, followed up by Rodrigo da Costa in the 13th minute. And the game has settled down a little bit over the last 10 to 15 minutes. San Antonio, after taking waves of pressure from Tulsa, able to get back into a little bit of a groove and generate some attack in the back half of this first half. And it will be interesting to see what substitutes and what changes are made as we get to the second 45 minutes.
Yeah, both teams really seem a bit lethargic to me. It's easy to say when we're sitting up here in a booth with air conditioning,
right.
But
well, the halftime break will certainly be welcomed by both clubs for that matter. But as you mentioned before, that the fatigue because of conditions tonight more than likely will play a factor as this match progresses along.
wow, there's just no rhythm to this game so far. A lot of ticky-tacky fouls.
Moses McKinday will come to his feet here. It's Brian Gomez over there to help him up. And likely what will be the final take here of the opening half. See some of the fans kind of waving fans inside the stands. Not much breeze here tonight, trying to alleviate the conditions. And let's do that free kick again. Talking about flow and rhythm.
Yeah.
Not helping out in that instance either.
The fans looked a bit tired too.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to make sure and stay focused here.
Keep your eye out for Luca Lobo, number 12, Jonu Silva there, number 99, edge of the box. Cutting and making the run here on this ball, getting inside. Cardoni is able to sky over Milan Roberts, and that will do it for the opening half. San Antonio FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC will go to halftime even at 1. Brian Gomez getting his 3rd of the season in the opening minutes. A beautiful setup from Cheno Guzman, but it was Rodrigo da Costa getting the equalizer on a well-taken set piece in the 13th minute. San Antonio and Tulsa tied at 1 at halftime. We're back on Fox Sports Southwest.
Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel.
It's only a short drive from home.
Over 3,300 slots, poker, and live bingo.
I come for the drinks. It's a great place to celebrate. Come and play.
Ridiculous work day. So many deadlines. Stress face.
Me too. And traffic looks crazy. Grab dinner?
Making it now. Ginger soy glazed pork tenderloin for me. Sun-dried tomato salmon for you. Big red heart.
Making or ordering? LOL.
Making. Guy in chef hat.
Impressive. Crazy day, but you're still making dinner?
Yup. Superhero guy.
Great. There in 30. Ugh, maybe 40.
When life gets crazy, keep it simple. Choose from hundreds of delicious chef-inspired meals in minutes with Meal Simple from H-E-B.
Hi, looking for a great deal?
Yeah, we just got a cabin in the woods.
You must be pining for a RAV4.
We just got he just got a boat.
Well, hitch yourself to a Tundra.
Yeah, Tundra. I got a job.
I got his stuff.
Well, you'll look like a boss in a new Corolla hatchback.
It'll fit your stuff.
It'll fit it all.
During the Summer Starts Here sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hip hip hooray! It's the 100K Patriotic Payday at Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel. This May, shoot for the stars and win your share of $100,000 with one lucky paycheck of $30,000 in financial freedom.
Come and play.
Look at Taylor moving up. And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding? It's 1-0 in the 12th minute. What can you say about a center back who has...
It's loud, and what a rip from Connor Presley! Oh, how's that for an equalizer?
And he decided just to reach his leg out there and see what he could do.
Now North Carolina with a chance. Now a shot by Miller! Stephen Miller with the strike inside the 18 ties this game up at 1 in the 66th minute.
Fleming's early ball in. John on the first time! Oh, that is clinical from Adam John! Oh, look at Fleming's and Vaquero just toying with RGV. Here. Breaking in, Kasim! Oh, what a save by Matt Pickens! Got a run from distance, and it's a goal! With the left and in. And what a save for Van Ogle. Here's a chance for Kasim, who puts it
in. Rodriguez returning for Reynolds. His delivery through the penalty area will fall here, and Tessman! What a strike that is from Tanner Tessman, who's equalized for North Texas. Ooh, sweet footwork. Gallardo, the attack and the blast, and a goal!
Go at it for Toronto, headed on and in! Beautiful strike there!
Giovanni serves it towards the back post. Headed in the back of the net, it's a goal for Lansing Ignite!
Two American icons are joining forces for a collaboration a century in the making. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager, a rich lager aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves with hints of vanilla and caramel rye, followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
At the heart of a team, there must be passion, that burning desire to rise to the top, to make the most complicated tasks seem simple and executed seamlessly, with laser focus, knowing precisely what your every move requires. Because in the end, there is only one goal in mind: the outcome. That's how great teams operate, and it's all based on trust. That's why these two teams came together.
I'm Paige, and well, the little thing that I like about the grilled chicken sandwich is that it's picture perfect. It's juicy, and it just has all the right combinations. I think I can be considered a grilled chicken sandwich influencer.
My name is Frank, and the little thing I like about the grilled chicken sandwich is the first bite. I love how juicy the chicken is, but there's also the tomatoes and the lettuce, and it's incredible. Make sure you get it with waffle fries, because that's my favorite.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
Goal apiece. And we welcome you back upstairs to the broadcast booth along with Gabe Garcia. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fox Sports Southwest. Gabe, it was a first half stops and starts and a change in momentum for both these teams in the first half. San Antonio FC gets the opening goal, but Tulsa comes right back with the equalizer, and then it was just kind of it was trying to figure out the flow of the game from that point forward, wasn't it?
Yes, to be fair, when we started out with the goal, it was excellent, 3 passes and glorious goal. And then all of a sudden, the foul, they score, and after that, it was just no flow to the game whatsoever. So I'm expecting the second half for these guys to have more of a willingness to get forward, and I really think that Darren's going to make some substitutions here, put some young players in. I'm sensing it, that are going to make the difference.
You see the 2 goals there, Gomez and DaCosta, 8 minutes apart. The numbers of the first half, they favor San Antonio. 2 areas, the possession and the passing. Really excellent. And even for San Antonio, 4 shots of their 6 on target, doing a lot of good things here tonight, aren't they?
They are. But once again, possession is much better, but you have to have possession with purpose. We've got to start finishing some of these chances, which is going to make the difference.
Take me through what both coaches are saying to their clubs here in the second half. You're San Antonio, you're home, you need 3 points. You're Tulsa, you're on the road, you're even at halftime. What's the game plan for them?
Sit back and keep doing the same thing they're doing, because they're really seems like they're frustrating San Antonio. San Antonio, we're playing at home. You've got to get more on your front foot and push people more in the attack here and get more services, continue to ping these balls, get Barnby and also number 19, Piranha, a.k.a. the Piranha. You got to get him more involved here because he's a difference maker.
We'll see how both coaches adjust in the second half. That's coming up shortly. San Antonio, Tulsa, even at 1 as we return on Fox Sports Southwest.
For all your car's Big O knows, there's always a Big O yes. Like getting great deals on the best tire brands.
Okay, one more time.
I'm picking up the dry cleaning, going to Susie's soccer practice, and then I'm on standby to meet with the roofing estimator after my dentist appointment.
And I'm on jury duty and car inspection unless the roofer says he's on his way while you're still at the dentist.
Perfect. Dinner?
I'm thinking basil pesto chicken crust, chicken tenders for the kids.
Sounds delicious. I'll get some wine.
Great. Fist bump?
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
When life gets crazy, keep it simple. From steakhouse salmon to fresh-made salad, H-E-B Meal Simple gives you hundreds of chef-inspired meals to choose from, all ready in minutes.
Give us your tired, your greasy, your huddled masses yearning to be recycled, the wretched refuse of your teeming plates. Give us the left behind and the tossed aside. And we'll turn them into cleaner burning, low carbon, renewable fuel. Diamond Green Diesel from Valero, America's largest producer of renewable diesel.
Second half coming up in a little bit. San Antonio FC, Tulsa. I'll leave it at a goal apiece. We take a look around the rest of the USL here on this Saturday night. And it's the first night of matches after pretty much everybody competed in the U.S. Open Cup this week. And that's what you like. You like to see everybody getting the chance to play on the Saturday night, the same night. And we see what's going on in the Western Conference. New Mexico United, who has played outstanding in their expansion season. 19 points rather. They're up on Colorado Springs 2-1 there in the 67th minute. 0-0 Oklahoma City and Real Monarchs. Rio Grande Valley is where San Antonio is headed next Saturday night. They are even with LA Galaxy at the half. At a goal apiece. Austin and Orange County, Tacoma and Reno all coming up a little bit later on this evening. San Antonio and Tulsa even at 1. Second half coming up. Gabe and the crew rejoin me when we return on Fox Sports Southwest. San Antonio FC Soccer is brought to you by Toyota. Buy at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Start of the second half here at Toyota Field. San Antonio FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC, all even at 1 as both clubs back out on the field and getting set here for the second half in just a bit. And we'll see how both coaches again play things in the second half. And it was interesting, Gabe, last Saturday night against Orange County, Darren Powell only used one substitute in the second half. It was early, swapping out his strikers, putting Cheno Guzman and in that super sub role going in for Bradford Jamison, but he left his group intact the rest of the night. You wonder, will that continue, that trend in the second half? I'm not so sure based on the minutes that everybody has logged here this week.
Not tonight. It's too hot. They're coming off 2 games here. I'm expecting to see some changes here, without a doubt.
Speaking of the conditions, the temperatures, it hasn't cooled down very much. It's still 81 degrees, still awfully sticky. Dew points in the mid-70s, 87% humidity, and just the slightest of breezes, 8 miles an hour. So you can see it's steamy, it's muggy out there tonight. But you get on that big screen and you're going to put a smile on it. You don't care how much you might be sweating or how hot you are. As we get set to kick things off in the second half, with Gabe Garcia, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us tonight on Fox Sports Southwest, our second of 10 telecasts this season. San Antonio is on the road to begin what will be a 3-match road trip when you include their Open Cup game a week from Tuesday night in Austin, but they will be in Rio Grande Valley next Saturday night, Austin Tuesday, and then go to Sacramento the following Saturday. As Billy Forbes cuts it back, and a glorious opportunity there, potentially for Christian Pirano, that was thwarted away at the last moment by Luca Lobo.
It's a great way to start.
A very similar start for San Antonio to the first half. We'll see if they can keep things up and continue. The 11s that started the game begin the second half. Zebi Akam will get forward and find Lance Lang. Lang, who had 5 goals, 6 assists in his first 10 games with San Antonio.
Hit it.
As Billy Forbes can't pull the trigger as he goes to ground after Cheno Guzman set him up. Lang still looking for his first goal this season, tonight being his 6th match, 5th start, and first appearance for Lang in USL play since the game in Salt Lake City. AJ Ajekwa outside wide, back to Luca Lobo. Switch the play back to the middle of the park, and Tulsa. Jeff Adai will send it in the direction here of Moses McKinday. McKinday trying to sweep his way around Kai Green, well defended by Green. man back here for San Antonio. Opening minutes, second half, 1-1. San Antonio and Tulsa. First of two meetings between these clubs. San Antonio has never lost to Tulsa here at Toyota Field. 4-0-1, including their victory in the opening round of the 2017 USL Cup playoffs. Pirano turns the Jets on. Pirano.
Give it to him.
Oh, great ball for Cheto Guzman. Return ball back to Pirano, and Pirano couldn't pull the trigger at the last moment. A little defense from Jeff Adai coming back. And you wonder, should Cheto Guzman may have taken that shot instead of return the ball back to Christian Pirano.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw it, but I'd like to see the replay here. It's a great 1-2. Wow. He slipped last minute. Unbelievable.
So two great opportunities to start the second half for San Antonio, both coming up empty. There's AJ Ajekwa running on Lance Lang. Manny Gonzalez. Ball whipped into the box, and Josh Yarrow was not intending to do that. As he concedes a corner, it'll be the fourth one coming up
So
for Tulsa.
we have momentum here, and then these are the kind of concentrations, lack of concentration that cannot happen. We have momentum, and now we give up a corner, easy corner. No reason for that.
DaCosta by the far corner stick there. On with Altamirano. 5 in the box for Tulsa. DaCosta left-footed in-swinger. Good ball to the back post. Cardona gets up, and he had to snag it away from Milan Roberts there, who was going upstairs.
Hands. Excellent hands. Wow. That was not an easy ball to take out of the air.
And a poor ball upfield by San Antonio, intercepted by Luca Lobo. This one will be defended out by Barmby. DaCosta is a 25-year-old rookie, by the way, from Brazil. He played at Florida National University. He had 16 goals last season. Not a high-name soccer program, so to speak, at the lower levels, but he has his 5th goal tonight. And, I mean, he has really impressed for a player who did not have necessarily the accolades, so to speak, as a high-tide prospect coming out of the collegiate ranks.
Well, when you're from Brazil, anything can happen.
16 goals, 11 assists last year for the Conquistadors of Florida National University. Brian Gomez turns into a chance. Pirano, he's brought down outside the box.
That is a borderline red. Wow, that is a really nasty foul. That is a really nasty foul. He's on a breakaway. He's going to finish this, and he chops him down. Wow.
Pirano's still down after Roberts has served the caution. What it does is it puts San Antonio in a glorious opportunity once again. Take a look at Roberts after he went down.
Excellent first touch, and then he just chops him down. I'm telling you, these fullbacks, they're going to start to get tired. We need to keep playing through Pirano.
3rd yellow this season to Milan Roberts. And for San Antonio here, right at the edge of the 18-yard box. But in these situations, you got to get it over that wall, and that's when you're in these tight quarters. So tough to do.
Hey, they're professionals. They practice this all the time. Barmby, in particular, has a magic left foot. If he puts it on target, it's a goal.
So Roberts served a yellow. Let's see, can San Antonio reclaim the lead early in the second half? Nearly the exact moment as they did in the opening half when Brian Gomez put him up 1-0. It's Barmby. Barmby looking for his 4th goal of the season and the team lead. San Antonio looking to go ahead. Barmby on frame, just over the bar. Did not miss by much.
Wow. A little bit more schmuckers than he would have had it. Unbelievable.
Great take by Jack Barnby, but San Antonio coming up empty yet again. But you're Darren Powell. You've got to be thrilled with the chances you've created here in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
Without a doubt, there's a lot of positive energy. We're creating chances. This is what I was expecting to see in the first half.
Jeff and I plays over the top. Jonu Silva not looking for that ball. San Antonio will reclaim possession. 1-1 at Toyota Field. Early second half. Substitutes getting loose for San Antonio. Meanwhile, an excellent job of possession by Ebi Akan as he works it across to Kai Green.
Is he a fullback? They need to put him up front.
Ryan Gomez slips it Pirano. Pirano and ran into Hedrick. San Antonio able to maintain possession.
You can see every time Pirano gets the ball, he's always creating. Just an absolutely dangerous, creative player.
Barnby looking in Forbes' direction, defended away by Lobo. And a foul on Lance Lang over AJ Ajekwa. Quickly goes Tulsa. DaCosta. 1 against 2 here. And just excellent job defending by Yarrow and Kai Green getting back there on DaCosta.
So on that play right there, they play a 40-yard ball. He gives the ball up. We commit the foul. Somebody has to stand in front of the ball and not let them do that.
Adai, center of the park. Gets that one through Gomez. McKinday concedes possession. Kai Green gives it right back. Altamirano looking upfield there as Jonu Silva collapsing. Oh, a good spin by Jack Barnby. And the decoy by Forbes, but he let the ball roll right to DaCosta. And now back the other direction. It's Adai. Altamirano. The overlapping run. McKinday coming forward on the left flank. Altamirano now makes the turn. Switches the play back across. Malin Roberts has got to hustle over to get this one. Lobo forward. Ajekwa turns it back. Manny Gonzalez. He's got operating room. Gonzalez gives it a go. Parried out there by Cardoni. A rebound try. It turned wide by DaCosta looking for his second.
So watch here, Dan. Somebody has to pressure the ball and step up much, much quicker. You're giving a player a free shot. I can guarantee, wow, that's an unbelievable save. He's having a great game, Cardoni.
So Tulsa seizing a little momentum back after Gonzalez gets a free walk up to the top of the 18-yard box. DaCosta's rebound was pushed wide of that far post. We remain even at a goal apiece. Yarrow. Gomez.
That's a
great ball upfield. Well defended by Hedrick. Cheno Guzman back on it. Guzman turns it wide of frame. Let's take a look at our Methodist Healthcare on the mend this evening for San Antonio FC. Leroy Magaruche out, lower body injury. Pekka, lower body injury. An upper body injury for Bradford Jameson that was suffered Tuesday night in the Open Cup match against Laredo. So, you see the available substitutes and youngsters there. That is the 15-year-old next to Ethan Bryant, Leo Torres. Ethan's only 17, but he looks like a wily veteran standing next to Leo Torres there.
I think the average age there was 17, 16, 17. Unbelievable.
Pascal Abuse, 21. Johnny Fenwick, 24, was the elder statesman of the group, if you don't count the keeper Jonathan Viscosi at 28. And Johnny Fenwick at 24 is in his first year pro after playing collegiately at High Point. So, not the wealth of experience over there in that group, that's for certain, but a lot of wide-eyed faces looking to come in potentially and make an impact as this match moves forward. Adai. McKinday. As he goes against 2. Kai Green. And it's Yarrow to boom it forward. Milan Roberts brings it down. Gonzalez, who had the opportunity a moment ago. Tulsa's best chance so far in the second half.
Yeah, you see heads going down here. Not a couple times the players' disposition, their body language speaks volumes to me and to a coach. So we have to stay positive here. A couple attacks here, the ball's not played through. Billy Fork puts his head down. We've got to stay positive here. Do not let this team get momentum again.
Altamirano and Jake unable to connect outside. Here's Lance Lang. Lang getting forward. He's got Billy Forbes overlapping run to his left. Lang gives it a go! Oh,
wow.
Ooh, he did not miss that one by very much.
He actually almost caught the keeper sleeping. Watch how the keeper's leaning to his left. He's looking to his left to see. Lance hits it near stick. Really good opportunity.
Mention Lance Lang, 5 goals, 6 assists in just 10 matches after joining San Antonio late in the season a year ago. Still looking for its first this year. He had an opportunity to put San Antonio ahead. It's a duel won by Jonu Silva, headed by Kai Green, back to Matt Cardoni. Crossing into the 59th minute, nearly an hour through the match. San Antonio and Tulsa.
So you can see there, Jack's always has his head up. He's always wanting to go forward. He's looking to ping that 40, 50-yard ball, which is lethal. Right idea.
Good possession here for Tulsa, although the ball from Adai intended for Gonzalez is intercepted, and then it results, unfortunately, in a foul on Lance Lang coming back, clipping AJ Ajekwa there.
That's rubbish. That's just football. That's just 2 players going at it.
Ajekwa able to earn the possession foul, and he's okay. We'll continue. Free kick here for Tulsa. All over the top, settled down beautifully by Altamirano. Even better played there by Kai Green. Altamirano in a battle along with Yarrow. Yarrow does well there.
That's a great ball. That 40-yard ball from Tulsa. But I'd like to see a bit more pressure applied.
And conceded by Yarrow, back to Altamirano. Trying to cross it back, and it's defended out by Yarrow, but it will be a corner for Tulsa. Their 5th one coming up, and that is another one that could have been prevented right there, clearly, by Yarrow.
Those are the kind of plays that give coaches gray hair right there, I can assure you that. There's just lack of concentration.
And DaCosta, who has nearly been magic every time he's had the ball at his feet tonight, will come over to take the corner.
He's Jordan Watch.
5 in the box for Tulsa. Here's DaCosta. Deep ball. Settled. And pushed wide of frame on the header there, getting forward. That was Luca Lobo looking for number 8 on the season.
I'm telling you, we got very fortunate there because he had a good look at it. He just did not head it clean. Once again, off a silly mistake. Mental mistake.
Special thanks to Chick-fil-A for presenting tonight's matchup. You download the Chick-fil-A app today to order ahead, skip the line, and earn rewards with every visit. That's Chick-fil-A. Gabe Garcia, our entire crew. I'm Dan Weiss. San Antonio FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC, even at 1 here on Fox Sports Southwest. San Antonio looking for their 4th win of the season. Tulsa looking to beat San Antonio in San Antonio for the first time ever. Perano. Gomez. Slips the ball into the box. Nobody in the vicinity in a black kit. McKinday going to drive it forward. Brought down by Jarl. Lands. Back to Billy Forbes. Forbes. Surround Luca Lobo. He's got Lance Lang out wide. We'll give it to Lang. Lang. Back to Billy, corner of the box. Barmby. Pressure came, and Adai was able to dislodge the ball from Jack Barmby.
We have to make sure and get a delivery there, service, so we can give ourselves a good chance here to score.
San Antonio with the ball right back. Forbes with a run, Lobo the challenge. Forbes jumps back up, hands it off. Pirano trying to find some space, could not. Tulsa will clear it out.
So if you notice, one of the things, if you look at Ever Guzman, the way he scores goals is typically from service, from the outside. He's not a 18-yard box type player. He likes to make darting runs off service, so I'd like to see a bit more service, and I'm sure he would too.
3 of San Antonio's 4 shots on target in that first half came from inside the 18-yard box, so they were finding their chances in the area in that first half, and they've certainly had them here in the second half. That'll be a foul on Gomez. Not happy with the call.
Yeah, you're seeing some frustration in Gomez here. He's playing well. He seems to be getting a little bit frustrated here, but there's no need to kick the ball away. So that you don't want to give the referee any opportunity to give you a yellow card, especially when you're playing well. Well done.
Forbes gave it right back to Gonzalez. Look out here. Ajagwa, Janu Silva, and Silva with an errant ball back to AJ Ajagwa. That was looking dangerous.
Right idea.
McKinday settles under this one. Altamirano with the turn. DaCosta can't brush off Kai Green there.
Keep him involved.
Jack Barmby setting up San Antonio's lone goal tonight. Great 40-yard ball finding Ever Guzman, who then found Brian Gomez inside the area. Gomez sending it home, and San Antonio had a brief 1-0 lead before Rodrigo DaCosta leveled the game at 1 in the 13th minute. We have not seen a goal since that point, but we've seen plenty of chances. Pirano, Gomez chips it over the top. Not enough mustard on that one to find Cheno Guzman into the area.
I'm not sure why Gomez didn't crack it, mix it up.
DaCosta overran it, and
when it's their foul, you point the other way.
Whistle, and it's going to be Tulsa ball here. Waiting for the first substitute of the match, and it appears it will come from the visitors as Donovan Ricketts, the former Major League Soccer keeper for LA Galaxy, now serving as a goalkeeping and assistant coach on Michael Incian's staff. Handing the card over to the 4th official, getting ready for looks like will be the first substitute for Tulsa.
That is Mr. Ricketts down there.
Hired as an assistant last year. David Vondrel is a giveaway by Tulsa. Cheno Guzman unable to take advantage of the miscue by Milan Roberts.
He just gave us an unbelievable opportunity, which I thought Ever was going to capitalize on.
He was serving up the pizza for Cheno Guzman, but unable to cash in. Lobo. Play it off Lance Lang, and a throw for Tulsa. Looks like it'll be Fredlin Montpremier, the native of Haiti, 22-year-old who's getting loose in front of Donovan Ricketts.
Great control.
Going to come on here for Tulsa in the second half. Will only be his 3rd appearance of the season. Gonzalez. Cyprian Hedrick in his return to San Antonio. AJ Ajagwa with a turn upfield, watched by Michael LaHood and Lance Lang. And you're right, we have not really talked a lot about Michael LaHood tonight.
Yeah, he's had a quiet game.
Or he's been very unnoticeable in the fact he's done his job well. There's two ways you can look at it, I guess.
Very true.
LaHood now with the ball at his feet.
He spoke too early.
Great ball
Nice
out wide. Geno Guzman, Gomez. Back to Guzman, in the box. Guzman, ball at his feet, cannot finish.
Wow.
Dribbled it right to Mason Steiduar.
Okay. He does all the hard work. Unbelievable. Puts his body in there. Cuts, and here, hit it. It just, the ball gets caught between his legs. Wow.
So Fred Limon Premier will come on for AJ Ajekwa here in the 68th minute. Well, you think about Geno Guzman, 20 goals, he's a goal scorer. That is a goal scorer's ball right there. That has to find a way in the back of the net, doesn't it?
You are correct. He needs this goal so bad, not only for the team, but for his confidence to keep this momentum going, that he's got this streak going here. He joined the 20-goal club last week.
And no doubt frustrated with himself. He's had a couple of looks in the second half to give San Antonio the lead. Of course, he may have the biggest goal in all of San Antonio FC history. His strike late in the second half back in the 2017 playoffs against these Roughnecks that gave San Antonio the 2-1 lead and the 2-1 victory. As he scored on the penalty late in the match, pushed San Antonio on to the next round. And they were eventually defeated in penalty kicks by OKC Energy FC, but he knows he should have had one certainly just a moment ago.
The one thing I like about Ever, though, he will continue to work and he will stay positive. He obviously knows that he should have had that, but I'm saying one more chance and he will score. Great one, too.
Billy Forbes.
Serve it.
Little late on the service, and it results in a turnover. You would have liked to see him get rid of that ball quicker, wouldn't you?
Yes, so Billy does all the hard work. He just needs to clip that ball, and everyone's making a run into the box. I'm not sure why he takes another touch.
LaHood. Ty Green. Gomez. They have not worked this right side of the field very much here tonight as Pirano slips his way through a crowd. Pirano still with it at his feet with a strike that's blocked.
Are you kidding? Wow, razzle-dazzle.
He makes things happen with the ball at his feet, no doubt about it. Lance Lang then gives it up. Montpremier, first touch of the match. Janu Silva trying to fight off Yarrow. Yarrow wins the ball away as Silva goes to ground.
It's fun to watch.
Another ball upfield for Geno Guzman. His back foot there, getting pressure coming. Lon Roberts dispossesses him of the ball. DaCosta.
Well done, LaHood.
Looking to roll forward now. Altamirano out wide of the left flank will get the ball at his feet from McKinney. Jeff Adai, as he was looking for Altamirano to go forward. Instead, Altamirano stayed back and Adai played it right to the feet of Kai Green.
I'll tell you, number 11 for Tulsa, Altamirano, the Honduran, is just really fun to watch.
Morano will draw yet another foul. How many times has he done this in almost the exact same spot tonight?
Pirano, a.k.a. the Piranha. Unbelievable what this young man is doing. He's just a creative force. He loves to find those pockets and get forward, and he is lethal going forward.
A yellow to Cyprian Hedrick in the 71st minute. And he has taken a lot of punishment tonight, too, which shouldn't be taken for granted at this point. He's having a lot of wear and tear on his body right now.
You know what? Almost every single game that I've seen, this is the type of punishment that this young man takes. I'm not sure how he really does it. He must wake up really sore, ice baths the next day. Yes, he's young, but he takes a lot of abuse.
He just seems to bounce back every single time as he does right there.
This is probably the fourth foul that he has created and we have not jumped on. 2 in the first half, 2 here, so I'm hoping that the 4th time's a charm here.
It's a good spot for Lance Lang here on the free kick. And Lang can really bend this one to the near post with the way he likes to take it here from this spot on the field. looking for his first of the year.
Goal.
Oh, what a save there by Steinahar to keep it 1-1.
That is a phenomenal save because the keeper sees it last minute. He actually gets down and parries it out. That's world class.
It will result in a corner for San Antonio, their 5th of the match. First of the second half, Barnby. Come back outside the box, Gomez. This should be a corner for San Antonio, and it will be. Altamirano wanted a foul, and instead it'll be quarter number 6 for SAFC.
I think we got away with one there. That was definitely a foul. This player, number 11, he is very graceful in terms of his running, his first touch.
Christian Altamirano, 29-year-old, has been all over the field tonight. Meanwhile, San Antonio with another chance at the corner. This one's headed out of the area. You can see the pressure coming very high back line for SAFC late in the second half. Pirano finds Billy Forbes, edge of the box, and meanwhile, behind the play, a foul, and again Pirano down on the pitch. That was Fred Lemon Premier.
Wow, we got away with
sticking out his right leg.
Once again, who is it? Mr. Christian Pirano.
So Lang had his chance a moment ago. Now it'll be Jack Barnby as a little more diagonal off the corner here on the opportunity.
I think every left-footed player's had a chance. Let's finish it.
They have. San Antonio's got 6 in the box. Barnby a chance to clip it in or goal for goal. He'll clip it in towards the back post, and I know you didn't like that necessarily.
That's such a wasted effort, and he knows that. He's too good for that to happen.
There looks to be tired legs right now on the field. Do you see that?
Absolutely, you're right. It's time for some changes. I would really like Darren. I know he's contemplating here to put some fresh legs in here, maybe perhaps for Restrepo, for Forbes. I'd even like to see Leo Torres.
.74 minutes of action in the books. Just one sub so far. Pirano, oh, great job sticking with the ball at his feet. Out wide, Billy Forbes cuts it back across, defended out by Cyprian Hedrick. We saw him do that so many times a season ago.
That was a great defensive play. Look at that, voila.
Pirano back into the area. Pirano across off the side of goal. Wow. He has done everything tonight but put the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, he's the creative force behind this team, without a doubt. So I'm hoping someone finishes, or he finishes here to put a nice...
Slipping right through 2 defenders. That's a tough angle, too. Still made the keeper work.
Fun to watch.
We said at the top of the broadcast, he is on the cusp of a breakout game. And I know he has not scored here tonight, but this almost feels like it's his breakout game.
Well, he should probably have 4 or 5 assists, in all honesty.
And yet San Antonio and Tulsa remain even at a goal apiece. Akil Barrett getting ready to come on here momentarily for Tulsa.
Great football.
Ryan Gomez running it down. 2 collapse on him, and he's dispossessed. Manny Gonzalez pushing forward. It really has been all San Antonio in the second half, with the exception of the 1 strike for Manny Gonzalez and the rebound try for DaCosta. But other than that, there really has not been much. The last thing you want to do is a silly turnover that leads to a counter.
No,
Armby slips it through. Forbes trying to turn out. He's got Cheno Guzman out wide on the left side, returns to Barnby. Pirano heads it back to Billy Forbes. Lang with the overlapping run. Now a reset for San Antonio. Pirano.
Great composure.
Spinning out of another tackle once again. Pirano. Service into the box, a little bit behind Gomez, and Cyprian Hedrick will clear this one of the area.
What a great play by Christian. Great, but the run Christian Gomez just did not start his run early enough. He got caught a little flat.
Look at the hustle by San Antonio here. The aggressiveness outstanding, and it will get a throw for SAFC, who continues to pour on waves and waves of pressure on Tulsa. And they'll get a substitute in now as Akil Barrett will come on for Jeff Adai here in the 77th minute.
Yeah, so Darren's in a tough position here. Obviously, this is probably why he has not made a change yet.
At Tulsa, everyone is bent over, gasping for air.
Yeah, we spoke about it in the first half, that there are big players in the back. It's really humid outside. I think I sense a goal coming.
So Akil Barrett, his 8th appearance for the Jamaican, coming on to the 78th minute for Jeff Adai. It's a tough spot for a coach, isn't it? You've done everything right.
It really is, because last 5 minutes here, things are picking up. You obviously have momentum. You can sense a goal coming. So as a coach, you don't want to break that momentum.
Reset here. And it was kind of the same thing for San Antonio last week too. Their play was great in the second half, and it didn't feel like a substitute needed to be made. And I think that's exactly kind of where we're in the same part of the match here too, where it just feels like San Antonio's gonna cash in.
As long as we stay focused and do not commit any silly errors in the back, we will be fine.
Perano again breaks free. Perano turning, slips through.
So that was a bit too much. You see Billy over there. He did have a chance to play him through. So Billy's obviously frustrated, but he's got to get his head back in it here.
Gomez, Cyprian Hedrick with a clearance. Again, San Antonio continues to move forward. Lang out wide to Billy Forbes. Forbes running on Luca Lobo. Forbes into the box. Forbes skips around, puts it on the ground. Steinhardt couldn't handle it, but Tulsa there for the clearance.
That's a great cutback, great run by Lang. The only problem was he ended up on his right foot, and he didn't hit it solid. And you can see he's a bit frustrated. Watch this. I'm sorry, Forbes.
I think that's Luca Lobo over there out wide, who's just dead out of gas right now on the pitch. That'll get Tulsa trainer out on the field. Sign up to kick it with the pros presented by Toyota. You'll be entered to win a chance to participate in Toyota Field Day with SAFC players and coaches. Go to sanantoniofc.com/Toyota to enter. This Tulsa back four of Luca Lobo, Milan Roberts, Cyprian Hedrick, and Moses McKinday are gassed. I'm not sure how much they have left in the tank. Can they finish out the final 11 plus minutes here?
I really don't think so. Look, he's cramping. It really is humid out there. You can see the shirts on their back. They're just drenched.
Well, it's a much needed breather, not only for Tulsa, but for San Antonio, because they've been going full steam ahead for probably the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's been great to see this. I'm really sensing a goal here. But this is all we need, obviously, here is a goal to really set this team in the right direction, confidence-wise.
As Lobo comes to a sitting position now. Meanwhile, Rodrigo da Costa talking over with his head coach, Michael Incian, on the Tulsa sideline. And they're probably trying to discuss whether they should even consider finding a counter or just trying to pack it in and settle for one here, being on the road with 10 minutes or so remaining in the match.
I would highly suggest making a couple changes here, and it looks like they are going to stick it out. But these guys look clearly tired to me in the back.
Here comes Matt Sheldon, or Matt Rogers rather. The defender is going to come on, it looks like. I don't know if Luca Lobo is going to be able to continue it. It doesn't even appear they're going to let him. So Rogers will come on in the 81st minute, and Lobo will not continue. So there is some fresh legs for the final 10 minutes for Tulsa, trying what appears to be to preserve 1 point here on the road.
Sure looks like that.
Well, San Antonio trying to pick up 3, which really would complete what has been a great homestand, be the cherry on top of it. Barnby is brought down in a foul by Montpremier. Barnby goes quickly, switching the play across to Lance Lang. Lang, service back towards the middle of the box. Oh, what a great find of Brian Gomez, bringing it down at his feet. Steered away from him, Kai Green maintaining possession of the touchline, concedes possession. That's DaCosta packing it in. He gave it back to Green. San Antonio continues to attack. Michael LaHood. Lance Lang let that one go through, but there was nobody there. It'll be a goal kick. Steidehar will take it. And I'm not sure. Boy, I'm trying to remember the last time Tulsa had a run up field.
I can't remember either.
It feels like 15 minutes ago.
You're probably right. Well, this is a great step here by San Antonio. You just got to keep doing this and really finish here. That's the only thing we're missing. Great up. Oh,
Cyprian Hedrick. A throw for Tulsa.
Yeah, these defenders are absolutely shagged.
Barnby.
There's that ball we're talking about.
Gomez. McKinday on him. Kai Green with a run overlapping. McKinday peeled back and opened it up for Gomez. Service into the box and getting a piece of it there on Milan Roberts. It'll be a throw. To me, this match reminds me of the match that San Antonio had last season when they were playing Sacramento. It was San Antonio that was on the other end of it, absorbing everything that Sacramento Republic had to offer, and yet Republic could not score. And it has that same theme for San Antonio. They have done everything except put the ball in the back of the net here.
It's just the final pass here. It's the final last touch, last pass. We cannot seem to connect here. And so I'm hoping that obviously we do here to change this whole momentum. I'm telling you, psychologically for the team, it would be really big.
Here's a rare counter for Tulsa. Montpremier onside. Kai Green defending Montpremier, cuts it back into the box. Montpremier trying to send it back across, and Green gets a piece of it. That'll be a corner for Tulsa, and a rare opportunity for Roughnecks on the attack in the last quarter hour or so.
Wow, that was a great cut by number 17 from Tulsa, and that was actually a really good recovery because he was beat. So now we have to stay mentally sharp on these corners so we can keep this going, because we will score. I really believe so.
Luca Lobo finally making his way back to the bench. Him being out is key here because we touched on a couple of times, 7 goals. They've all been off set pieces this year in these types of situations. So Lobo out. DaCosta, though, who's been excellent on these services from the corner stick. He's the outswinger here. Near post ball, headed out by San Antonio. Rolls back into the area, able to be taken harmlessly by Ebia Khan. LaHood returns to Cardoni. 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage time added on here remaining in this one. San Antonio FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC even at 1. Looks like Darren Powell is finally going to pull out a substitute here for the final minutes. Walter Restrepo is getting set to come on for Cheno Guzman.
It's going to be a good substitution because Walter's a very dynamic, very flashy. He likes to make penetrating runs. That's a great ball.
There's a great ball upfield, as you said. Jonu Silva will get on the end of it. Yarrow with him stride for stride. Tulsa over the top ball intended for Montpremier, and unfortunately Akil Barrett not the best delivery. Jonu Silva will go down, and he's probably cramping up a little bit too, and that's a good sign of sportsmanship there from Ebia Khan, stretching out the opposing defender, or attacker rather, and Jonu Silva. Restrepo is on in the 86th minute. Cheno Guzman is out. I tell you what, Cheno Guzman had 5 or 6 opportunities at a goal tonight in this second half, and it just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately.
I can assure you tonight he will have a few nightmares. These are the kind of nights that players wake up and wishing they had that chance again. He's had a rough night, but having said that, he's put himself in good positive position. So
full moon out at Toyota Field in San Antonio. The 87th minute, SAFC and Tulsa Roughnecks even at 1. Jonu Silva cramping up what has been a steamy, muggy, humid evening. And it almost appears as if it's worn worse on Tulsa than it has on San Antonio, which is a little strange to me just because of the minutes San Antonio has logged this week. Tulsa had a whole week off. They did play Tuesday night, so that puts almost the rest advantage, kind of negates that a little bit, but yet still not as many minutes logged as San Antonio, but San Antonio has definitely had the fresher legs.
Yeah, so really the way that I look at it as a former player forward, obviously the bigger guys get tired. That's naturally what happens. So one of the first things I notice is that the 4 guys in the back are really big guys. And so they're typically, obviously, they're going to get tired. And we're seeing it here.
Walter Restrepo will take the corner here. Good ball to the near side post, headed on, just wide of goal. What an opportunity getting forward there by Yarrow once again. Or was that Kai Green? I think it might have been Kai Green. We'll see on the replay.
Yeah, it was Kai Green here. It looks like he just does not time it quite.
Oh, it was off his shoulder. Actually, yeah.
Yes, it was off. He saw it last minute off his shoulder.
Zakan right in between Yarrow and Kai Green there that got it off his shoulder. The service by Restrepo. A foul on Tulsa. Barnby.
You can see how the fullback, the fresh fullback, how he closed really quick. He closed Billy. That was very good.
Restrepo. There's Pirano again. Can he make some magic happen here late? Cedes possession. Tulsa will come out of the pack. DaCosta coming upfield. Montpremier as they switch the play across, lands at the feet of Montpremier. And an errant ball as he was trying to set up DaCosta on the run. San Antonio with possession back. Cardone's had a very comfortable second half.
Yeah, number 17, Fredlin, has really made an impact for Tulsa.
Restrepo is offside.
That's okay, at least he's trying to make these runs.
Stuyvesant will be in no hurry here. Tulsa trying to see out a potential one-point result on the road, which for them would probably feel like a victory the way this second half has gone.
You're absolutely right about that. We probably had 70 or 80% possession the second half.
And Barnby. Whistle for the infraction. He might have gone off his hand. Maybe just had his studs up. We'll see. Either way, it's Tulsa. We'll have the free kick opportunity. San Antonio will make their second substitution, and it will be one of their academy players, Jose Gallegos, who will make his USL Championship debut as he comes on in stoppage time for what I believe is the man of the match, Christian Pirano, as he comes off after 90 very, very tough minutes tonight.
Couldn't agree more. He was the difference maker tonight. Unfortunately, we just did not capitalize on the set pieces that he created.
5 minutes of added time. Gallegos at 17 years of age. One of the academy graduates onto the first side and making his USL Championship debut. Oof. San Antonio gives possession up. And look out here, an opportunity. Akil Barrett trying to cut it back, and he was fortunate to concede possession in that sequence for San Antonio's sake, at least.
Great read by LaHood, because he was through.
Kai Green stepping up on Premier and defends it out. There's Gallegos with a touch. Second action of the week for him after coming on in the second half in the Open Cup. Lance Lang as Billy Forbes makes the run upfield. Forbes shrugs off Hedrick, cuts it back across, off Steinheimer, lands at the feet of Gomez, a chance! Back across to Billy, edge of the box. Billy Forbes chips it over top. He missed Jack Barmby. Was standing almost outside the penalty spot there. Now Montpremier on the counter. Trying to shrug off Kai Green before it rides out.
I have to see this replay.
This is going to be a throw for Tulsa.
So it looks like Gomez here had the chance to hit it first time. Here we go, we'll get to see this.
This was the ball that rode out just a moment ago. And the throw for Tulsa. So the throw for Roughnecks. And another throw coming up as we're through the first half of stoppage time. Rodrigo DaCosta assessed a yellow card moments ago. And DaCosta thought he played it off Kai Green for a corner. Instead, it's awarded a goal kick. San Antonio's got to hurry. About 2 minutes or so remaining in stoppage time in a 1-1 match. Jack Barmby. He's looking for his opportunity to get this upfield. Returns it to Yarrow. Yarrow. Gomez looking to make the turn. Yarrow going forward. Gomez gets it to him. Yarrow keeps it alive on the touchline. And that ball kicks over here on the wing to Restrepo. Walter Restrepo cutting it back, but he lost possession.
I'm not sure why Walter didn't cross it there. He had a chance.
And a foul to be called on Restrepo here.
You can see Walter's frustration here.
So again, Tulsa Roughnecks FC really in no hurry at this point. They'll settle for one. And for San Antonio FC, this is it's a great stepping stone off of last Saturday's match against Orange County, where they defended well, created some chances, but you never really felt they were in control of the game. Tonight, it felt like they were in control of the game here, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, we did see some very encouraging signs here. Number one, no goals, 3 games in a row. We did possess the ball, but once again, we do need to finish. We did create many more chances, so the next step is finishing.
And that, unfortunately, has been the one Achilles heel for San Antonio FC this year, has been their conversion rate. And they'll get one tonight, it appears, hopefully 2 coming up. But you look at all the chances in the second half, and that'll certainly probably play a part. Gallegos. Gomez. And Tulsa will have the final possession in what appears will be the dying seconds in this one. Center referee Matt Franz telling Mason Steinheimer to get a move on it.
If I'm Tulsa, I'm very pleased to get out of here with 1 point. That's for sure.
For San Antonio, 1 point would put them to 12. Tulsa will get them to 16. Seconds remaining in the match. Matt Rogers. Barrett. San Antonio, do they have time for one more?
If it's up to Jack, yes, he's going to miss this.
Oh, what a good ball. Gomez, at the end, it's McKinday to come over to deflect out.
What a glorious ball by Barmby, wow.
Gomez, dying seconds of stoppage time.
Serve the ball.
Restrepo, back to Gomez. Past Gallegos. Gallegos will track it down, turns, Forbes.
Hit it.
Back to Gallegos.
Too pretty. Hit the
Concedes
ball.
possession. And that will do it. San Antonio FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC finish level at a goal apiece. Tulsa is ecstatic, if not out of gas, to get out of here with 1 point. And unfortunately for San Antonio FC, in a half they dominated. 1 point, good, but a little disappointed that they didn't take all three here tonight.
You know what? There are some positives. We have to take some positives out of this game. You see Billy here on the floor. I'm sorry. Just unbelievable effort by the team. So I am happy how they came out in the second half. I know Darren's going to be very happy and very pleased about that. Once again, the next step is finishing.
And especially on the road, and that's where San Antonio FC goes for the next 3 matches as your club season continues. Next Saturday night, down in the Valley, they'll take on the Rio Grande Valley Toros. Kickoff is at 7:30 on ESPN+. We're back on Fox Sports Southwest Saturday night, June 1st, 10 o'clock from Sacramento. Now, for Gabe Garcia and our entire crew, I'm Dan Wise saying so long. Our final from Toyota Field, San Antonio FC 1, Tulsa Roughnecks 1. This has been a presentation of the USL and Spurs Sports and Entertainment. So long, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.